What's up guys, Sloth here, and yep, we're going with a topic that's all the rage today. Apparently, somehow Hi-Rez accidentally released a model on the actual live client that was not supposed to be there. It is called Zeus redesign, and as you can see, it is a little glitched, or fairly glitched. The model is always in T-pose, and the abilities are changed. So, first of all, the 1 is still the same animation as the chain lightning, but it actually doesn't do anything. It doesn't deal damage or anything. His 2 is now a mini version of his ultimate, meaning there's a small radius in which everyone gets hit by up to 3 lightning strikes from what I was able to tell. And he still has his detonate. His ultimate has the icon of chain lightning, but doesn't actually do anything when you use it as far as I can tell so far. So that's for his kit. You will see it in action right here. It's fairly interesting. Not quite sure where this is going, but I wanted to quickly go over what this could mean. I think there are 2 options, of which one is rather likely and the other one is a lot less likely. Let's start with the less likely one. This could be parts of the kit for Izanami. Izanami is the next datamined god and is probably, from what we can guess so far, gonna be a mage. So, as we've seen back in the day with Jing Wei used to have some kit parts of other gods when she was accidentally released and ended up being, well, a little bit close to such abilities, but actually very far from what this design was. But then again, it wouldn't really make sense to put the whole kit of Zeus onto that god, including the model of Zeus, when what we know about Izanami so far seems very different from it. There has been some datamined stuff about Izanami, of which some parts are that she has an invisible escape, a leap circle, an ability called biting strike, an ability called summon demons, and drag to yomi / death. So all of that doesn't really add up with the abilities we have here. We might just see some changed visuals to them and all that, but I would be relatively surprised to actually see Zeus kit transferred onto a character that seems to be vastly different, especially because most of the players don't really want to see copied kits on a god anyways. What I think is more likely is Zeus actually seeing some change, or at least some change for him being tested. This doesn't mean that it's necessarily gonna make it to live servers, but I could imagine him simply being considered too low skill as it is at the moment. At the moment, you can just use your Aegis Assault, drop it down, deal tons of damage, drop chain lightning based on the Aegis Assault, and not even aim anything and drop tons of damage again. That is not problematic on higher levels of play, where he gets skanked a lot and, you know, is generally a lot weaker because of that, because he doesn't have escapes. But on lower levels of play, Zeus can easily dominate and is very, very hard to shut down. So I could imagine that Hi-Rez just wants to increase the skill cap for this god a little bit, make him a little more complicated to play by actually having to aim your main damaging abilities, which is namely the new Lightning Storm, which is the smaller radius then. So that's what I'm guessing where we're heading with this. Again, I'm definitely not sure if this will actually make it to live. This could even be a former rework of Zeus when he was first reworked, where Hi-Rez was trying stuff out and decided not to go with this design. But in the end, I would actually like to see Zeus changed a little bit, make him a little bit more skill-based than just drop your kit and get out of there. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you want to see a Zeus rework or if you want to let him stay in his current state. Well, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Sloth out.